Hey folks, I'm excited today we're going to play Crea, a game by Siege Game. It's a game I've been playing on the channel before, but it is also a game which is just out of early access, so it's quite a good time to take another look at it. So, what it is about, it's what I'm going to call a creative RPG. It is a bit like Terraria. There is quite a fair share of crafting, building and harvesting, but there is also a very heavy emphasis on character progression, so we'll be leveling skills and abilities and plenty of things which are going to be quite interesting to level up. So I'm just going to create a new character so we can just take a look at the basics, and then I will just load my more advanced character, which will allow us to see much more. So let's just do that. I've been creating a new world. It's quite straightforward. There is only the name and the size you can change, and the character we are currently looking at is my level 17 character. It took me 9.2 hours to reach that point, and I think we can expect that to reach the max level of 50 it will take me something like 25 or 30 hours. And now let's just take a look at the character editor. It's pretty simple. There is not so much you can change. You've got plenty of different color you can play with. I'm going to go with a few randoms so you can just take a look at what you can get. A few of these skin are not really realistic. You can go with little green mint if you want to, and there is quite a bit of range here. You can just choose whichever you want. The hair are not gender lock, and there is quite a bit of color as well if you want to choose things which are a bit more crazy. Let's go with this kind. And we've got very little accessory. We've got only the glasses, which we can change the color. And if I remove it, you can see that there is another little accessory, which is not really an accessory here. And if we go with a male character, we'll be able to have a bird. And you can see you can change the color and all. But basically, that's almost all we can do. Let's just go with a few randoms just to see. We are going to go with a female character because I'm going to play with a male character afterward. So we'll be able to see both type of character. Let's just go with not that bad. I'm just going to make it a bit less pale, and we'll go with and maybe with which are going to be a bit less boring. Let's go with something like that. And let's go back. So the shirt, we cannot change the shirt. There is just one shirt. We can choose the color. We can go with different color. We can go with purple if you want, or there is quite a good range of colors though. And the pants are going to be also only colors. There is no. We can go with a skirt if we go with the one, but with the man there is only one pant. And then we've got the shoes, but there is not so much else. So we'll just go with. It's very strange. Let's go with something a bit more. Yes. All right. And let's continue here. We're going to call. We are going to go with a regular difficulty. Let's create our character. So we've got a new character now, and let's just take a look. So this is where we begin. The world of Crea is filled with chests and stuff to recover everywhere. And what is very interesting, what is making this game very different from the other ones, is that there is this system here, which is basically skills. There is 5 categories. You've got your, let's say, your martial category, which is going to bring all the sword and spears and bows and stuff you can use to defend yourself. Then there is the style category, which is more like magic. There is quite a bit of spell you can unlock. Then there is a gather thing, which is going to give you maybe better efficiency with your tools, and also quite a few other things which are going to be useful. Then we've got the crafting. So when you're going to craft stuff, you're going to gain point and you will be able to unlock things. So crafting is quite complicated in Crea, and I will just speak about it a bit later when we'll get the right tool to do so. And then explore. So this one you're going to get XP for just exploring around. And it's going to give you very interesting perks like let's grab, which is really necessary to do anything. There's also the shadow folding, which is basically going to give you more inventory space, and this is very handy because the inventory is quite little. You've got stamina boost, luck boost, plenty of very useful things like the sprint or the jump 8 or the double jump, and all these things are very handy. And let's just go back. So how does it work? If I want to level up any skill, I will need to use the right tool. So if I want to level up the arms, I will need to fight enemies, and let's just fight something. Let's just go. There is a few little slime over there. and there are two I will not be able to reach them, but I will find more. I'm keeping the screen so you can just see how it's going to progress, and I just need to find a little enemy and we'll be good. Can I reach? Oh, look at that, there is two over there. I'm not sure. Oh, convenience, they are just jumping into the void, but I will not be able to come back, so let's just come back a bit that way. I need to find an enemy quickly so I can show you. I could just show you with, oh, look at that, there is just one over there. Okay, so I've got 0 technique point, and if I attack this guy, I've got my shield which I can handle here with the right click, and I can attack with my left click. So let's go with that guy here, and it's going to attack me. I'm going to take less damage if I'm protecting myself, but I should just kill him quickly because I don't have so much skill to protect myself. And now if we just take a look at the bar, we've got a bit more technique point, and these points are going to allow me to unlock this. And with which level I'm going to take, with every level I'm going to take with this skill here, I'm going to be able to unlock different skills, and you can see that there is a lock here with the level I need to reach if I want to use this technique. And then when those techniques are going to be ready, I will be able to place them into my shortcut bar here, which is going to enable me to use these. It's working similarly with magic, and as a matter of fact, I should have a bit of magic already, so let's just add this one is not possible yet, but we'll be able to use the fireballs already, so I'm going to shoot that guy here. But first I'm going to heal myself, and strangely I don't think I'm getting any XP for healing myself, so you'll need to use offensive spell if you want to gain XP in magic. And I will just shoot this one with a fireball. It's going to burn me quite a bit of mana, and at first it's going to be difficult to level up your magic, but then it's going to be easier. You'll get more spells and stuff because there is a cooldown, so if you got different spells, it's easier to just shoot them properly. The fireball is a bit dull, but it is a very, very basic spell. There is much more interesting spell in the game. Let's just finish it. There is also evasive maneuver. You can roll if you want. It's going to burn your stamina though. You can sprint, even though I cannot sprint right now. And I think we've been basically all the basics of the combat. It's going to be pretty straightforward. If we, there is what is very, very cool is that you can just switch very easily between your combat stance and your gathering stance. If I just press R, I'm going to be able to reach this second toolbar, which is going to allow me to use my strange tool, which is as much as an axe, as a pickaxe, as a shovel, and will allow me to retrieve stuff. And as we advance, we are going to discover a very interesting second mechanics, and I think these two mechanics are what are making the game very, very different. So let's just gather a bit of wood, and as you may see when I'm going to press the scale button, and if I take a look at gather, I'm gathering X technique point as well here, and when I'm going to reach 100 I will be able to unlock tool proficiency, which is going to give me a bit more efficiency. And I did not show you that before, but we are also getting XP in a lot. Let's say it's some kind of man level, which is going to give us point to spend. We are going to get infusion point, and we will get 2 by level, which are going to enable us to give us an edge in the direction we want. We can go with intelligence if we are going to be a mage, which I'm going to show you later because my main character is a mage. And we could very well just go with defense and attack and make a melee character or something like that, or maybe agility and make a bowman. Okay, let's just see. Do I have enough to build a research bench? Not yet. We'll need lumber and paper, and I should be able to craft a bit of lumber already. So let's just say I want 9 of these, and I will need also a bit of paper. I think it will be something like 6. Let's grab these. And I should lack some. No, I don't, so let's just go for this. So now we've got one of the central elements of the game. We've got the research bench desk, and thanks to this item, let's say the recipes of the game are not unlocking as in any other game. You need to research items you are going to gather. Let's say I'm going to gather wood. I can make research on wood, and with a few other elements I will be able to unlock new recipes. So it's a very, very cool way to do so. let's just go in there and I'm going to show you a bit. So there is different categories, and if I take a look at the tools, because it's going to be important, I see I've got vines, and you see I've got a few vines in my inventory, and I'm going to research these, and it's going to burn me a bit of scraps, which I'm going to gather in plenty of areas in the game, and these scraps are going to enable me to make research. And see, I've been burning one vine, and I should have burned a bit of scraps as well, but I've been gaining a bit as well, and I learned how to make a new tool. And if I take a look at the weapons, it's going to be the same. I've got different of materials which are in a bag, and thanks to these I'm going to be able to unlock new recipes, even though it's going to burn me the component. And here we go, and I realize I've been saying something wrong, because the scraps I'm getting more and more. I thought I was burning these anyway. So let's just keep researching, and we're going to unlock new recipes. And it's not going to... You will not learn a recipe when you do a research on one of these. If I just make a research here, you are going to see that I learned the bucket elm, but if I was to do another one, I learned again, so we'll need to find something else. Let's just do another one here. When it's written learn, you know it. When it's written researched, you don't know it yet. You will need to find more element. So do I have any other thing? So no, learn also, so we won't be able to show that. Anyway, let's keep going, and maybe let's take a look at the general things. I think I've been showing you most of the basic things, and we should probably go to my other character to show a bit more. I've got the crafting with plenty of filter, which are going to tell you what you've got. You can also go with this filter, which is going to show you all the items you can do, and you can also filter by only available. There is quite a lot of filter because there is quite a lot of items you will be able to craft. And if we take a look, let's say, at the first items here, I will need a bit of wood to do it, and there is a strange little chaos button which I will show a bit later. Anyway, let's just switch to my other character. We'll be able to see much more. Alright, we are in my little headquarters. It's not really well done yet. It's just the basics. I've got most of the bench which are available to me, a few merchants over there, and just the basics, so it's working well. And I need to speak about these workstations, which are interesting because first of all, these are going to give you a boost with the second crafting ability, which is very important, and for some it's quite important. Let's just take a look. I think I should just go to the forge, and do we have any, let's say, ingots to craft? I don't think so, but I could check. See, yes, I've got bronze ingot, and as you can see, there is a little icon over there which is going to tell you that you need to be close to the forge if you want to use this. And there is also one thing which is very, very handy, which is that the bench are going to take in account your inventory when crafting, but these are also going to take in account the nearby chests. So if you want to keep plenty of chests next to your stuff, you will be able to store all the necessary equipment to keep crafting in good condition, even though you've got not so much space if you consider the huge amount of item you're going to loot all around. Anyway, let's just take a look at the Chaos Forge. And what is interesting with that is that if I just craft, I'm going to get a certain amount of bronze ingot, but if I manage to make a very, very good craft with the Chaos button, which we'll see here, I will get more. And it's quite interesting to be able to have more of these ingots, as you can believe so. So I've got a wide array of stuff I can do. These are going to be unlocked as you progress through the the craft tree here. So we'll be able to unlock new... oh, we'll just cancel for a sec. I've got a few to unlock. So as I was saying, I may want to increase the expertise here, which is going to give me a boost. I've got also a scrap master, which is going to give me more scraps when I'm going to research stuff. So a little piece of paper we've been seeing. But also there is a refine here, which is, I think, what I was aiming for. This one is going to be quite handy because it's going to give me more gain with each. So very, very useful. Got plenty of other skills which are going to help you. So this one is going to decrease the amount of cow which is gained by click, which is important because when the cows reach the top of the bar, it's going to prevent you from going any further. So you need to manage the chaos bar as you progress. It's a system which is reminding me a bit of maybe the crafting system which is in Final Fantasy 14, and let's just make one. So I need to bring my quality to the end here. So I will need to use let's say sharpen, which is going to give me a bit more quality by click. I'm going to also, I'm not sure I can use them both, I'm not really good with this thing, but sometimes I get lucky. And I'm going to use the polish stuff to get a bit more quality and double quality gain here. And we're going to try to push a bit further so we can get enough quality to make more bronze ingot. And as you can see, there is an effect which is lasting for a bit of time. So for now we've got half quality gain because of the chaos, but in 4 step the next effect is going to be much more dreadful. It's going to give 20 points of chaos, so it's going to advance quite fast on the bar. And I would probably like to maybe delay this. So I've got the postpone stuff, which is going to give me more, maybe not. It's not going to give me more step because I've been probably failing or something. Anyway, as we are going to progress, we'll need to use, let's say, this one, which is going to reduce the amount of chaos which is gained by click. And I've got plenty here which is added, so I'm going to use convert chaos, which is going to convert 25% more chaos into quality, so it's going to give me a huge advantage, or it should have, but it kind of failed. Anyway, we're going to keep going on this bar. I'm going to go with that, and if I'm lucky I will be able to reach a level which is going to be high enough to give me, I could use a catalyst to reduce the amount of, I'm going to use a catalyst here, or 2 or 3, and let's just try to finish that before it ends. Okay, so now we've got 3 bronze ingots, so it's going to help, and all the crafts are going to work like that. If I was to make a weapon, reaching the top quality would give me a better weapon, so it's a very important crafting mechanics which is going to give you a little bit of an edge. Okay, so maybe we should just go around a bit because I've been mostly talking about the mechanics, but I did not show you the world so much. And I did not speak about the little things there is on the bench. So you can see there is a little hammer over there. It's an update. You can find it in the world and bring it back and add it to the workbench. So all these workbench are going to be using new things. There is a spinning wheel here which is going to be added as you find it in the world, and there's also a stone over there. You can add a little magnifying glasses over there, and it's going to give you boost. Same for every single workbench. So let's go around. I need to take something with me. I've got somewhere a few keys because we are going to go and try to open interesting chests. So as you can see, I've got a few interesting items. I did not show you there is the equipment. There is 3 slots for your stuff, your helm, your chest piece, and your plant here, and a few accessories as well, which are going to give you an edge. I've got a few points to spend. I'm going to go with a bit more intelligence, and I could go with a bit more attacks as well. And let's keep going here. So as I was saying, we've got different kind of weapons. We've got bows and spears and wands, which are going to give you an edge with magic, because most of the weapons are giving you technique point for let's say melee staff, for the arms branch, but the ones are going to give you technique points for the style. It's important because at first it's very difficult to level up the magic, and the wand is going to give you an edge. Alright, let's keep going. So I was about to take I'm going to take the silver lockpick with me, if I got enough space. And no, I don't have so much, but I should make a bit of space. By the way, if you are to find some remnant core, you need to keep these because these are going to enable you to unlock new characters, new NPC. So it's quite important to keep these. And the NPC are a bit strange in this game because to make an NPC, you need to make a mannequin. Let's just take a look at my crafting stuff. And then you will need to make your outfit, and you need to combine these two to make a new merchant. They are not moving, they are not doing much, but you can still buy stuff from them. So where is it? It should be around. So here is the mannequin here. It's going to cost you a bit of lumber, and then you will need to make one of these outfits to have a new merchant in your base. So it's not that complicated, you just need to find the right remnant core and you will be good. And they're going to just sell stuff, and you will be able to sell, and they will be able to sell you stuff as well. There is also daily specials and stuff you can buy. And that guy here is going to, this is a researcher, it's going to give us, oh, look at that. New recipes you can research with him. So let's just Why am I not able to translate here? So I'm going to be able to bring these recipes here. I'm going to go with Explorer gloves here. I'm going to put this in there. It's going to cost me a bit to translate it, and I will learn a new recipe. It's another way to learn this. What is the new one? Harvest glove. This one seems to be interesting. Unfortunately, I don't have the right amount of money to unlock this, so we'll just go back to what we can. Let's just drop this on the ground next to a chest here, and we'll try to give us a bit more space in our pockets. There is not so much available. Let's just drop everything we can. I'll just drop. Oh, okay, much better. Alright, let's just drop these. Everything which is not useful for now. Don't really need these spears as I don't have the. I think I've got better. Yeah, better. I think so. I'm not sure though. No, I'm not sure. Let's just take a quick look at it. So I've got, where was it? It was over there. There is also 2 setup for combat and 2 setup for harvesting. So I've got a protective divine verge, and it's going to give me elemental damage earth and plus 13 mine. This one is going to give me less mine, but it's going to be fire damage plus more magic damage. This seems to be good. Maybe more interesting than the one I've got already, so let's just switch. And let's just drop a few more things into this box. Okay, I'm not going to take the remake. I probably don't... I don't have so much space. I'm not going to loot that, that's all. Oh, I could just drop, I've got a chest somewhere. Yes, over there I've got 2 chests. I'm going to just drop there, here, and we'll just see what we do with these. There is also a bit of space over there. Okay, this should be good. Sorry about that. I need to keep it cleaner. It's difficult. There is quite... Oh, I should just take these maybe. And let's just drop everything I can in there. Alright, there is quite a bit of stuff in these pockets. It's difficult to keep it simple. Let's just... Alright, do it that way, and we shall be good for a nice trip around. Alright, almost done. I should have checked the rope anyway, it should be good enough. And we've got a gadget here, which I cannot use. It's level 28. It's something I'm not really fan of. Equipment which is gated behind level, but I can understand because this is a game which is also multiplayer, and maybe sometimes it's just spoiling the game a bit for the new one if you just give them too much stuff, because they cannot experience how the game is playing regularly. Anyway, I need to take just 2 things. I need to take a few keys, which should be over there, so I'll have train keys, and I'm going to take also a little silver lockpick here, because we've got a few things to see. And let's just go around. I'm going to go in different kind of biomes, so we can see a bit of the place, and then we'll go and use the TP, which is very cool. There is a system of crystals which are going to be all over the world, and we'll be able to use them to TP from each one, but we need to discover them first. So we'll need to reach the biome first, and then we'll be able to come back very easily, just spending a few, let's say, units of a special item which is growing next to the crystals. And you see these guys are attacking me quite a bit, but thanks to my abilities, my double jump and my ability to run, I can avoid them very well. And there is also spawners all around the place, and these are important because they are going to spawn, of course, a few enemies. I could go there. I think I did not try these castles yet. It could be interesting to just take a look. I'm just going to go back for a sec, and it will be more interesting because maybe I will have more lights than now. Let's just go in there. And what happened? Oh, I need to stay near. Okay, all good. So we are in a dungeon now, and what's going on? I've got something here. I'm not really familiar with this dungeon, so it's going to be interesting. And let's just go in there. So these guys are level 3, so they are not really dangerous. I'm just going to advance. It's slippery, and I've got a few things. I don't want to kill monster, so I'm going to use my special invisibility spell, which is going to give me an edge. And I need to be careful because there is something which is seemingly going to burn me. Let's try to go through. So, did I drop something? No, seems to be alright. But I will still need to heal myself. Oh, I cannot. Okay, so I need to hurry. So this dungeon have a special theme, and we'll need to cope with these. What's happening here? The invisible spell is very, very useful. It's really something you should aim for if you can. Okay, let's just... Alright. Okay, there is not so much here, so let's go back. I need to hurry because I'm going to die. Oh, I just died. Anyway, let's keep going. So it was a dungeon, it's quite interesting. Nonetheless, let's go left then. And let's just explore a few biomes. Night should not last so long. And this is one of the kind of dungeon, but there is not... Oh, what is that? It seems to be some kind of boss, is it not? It's not the size of regular scorpions, or at least it does not seem to be the case. Anyway, as I was speaking about spawner before, and these spawners are interesting because first they are spawning mobs, and if you destroy them, there is a chance that you are going to unlock a special dimension in which you are going to fight more of these guys, and if you manage to... Oh, look, it's coming back. Yes, it's not a regular scorpion, so we should be able to try to kill it. Let's go with... let's see if I can... It's quite sturdy, I need to be careful. It's also very, very fast. Faster than I am. These scorpions are a bit strange because they are just rolling around like this, and they may end up dead. It seems to me my new wand is taking quite a bit of life out of the enemy because of some kind of effect, which is just burning the enemy. So it was quite a good choice to go with it. Anyway, let's keep going. We are in some kind of arid biome. There is a bit of these little enemies here, which are rushing, but they are also breathing fire, so it can be dangerous. Most of these areas are going to be easy to navigate because I've been going around the world already, and I've been going everywhere, even though it's quite dangerous. And as a matter of fact, I should just show you the map because it's quite big. Let's just take a look. So the regular map. So here is the world. You can go all around. I'm just lacking this little part over there, which is not that much. And every single area is going to be of a different range of level. So here, when you are on the surface, you are not too much in danger. But if you go a bit down there, it's going to be much more dangerous. You can see there is quite a bit of level 50 areas over there. So you probably don't want to go there at first, but if you dig through, there is quite a bit of interesting area. I've been seeing plenty of area, which we are going to probably see at some point because I've got TPs over there, and we'll be enjoying a quick death over there because these guys are level 50 and I'm level 17, which is not going to be in my favor. And let's just go around. We've got now a snow biome, and hopefully at some point the day is going to rise and we'll be able to see a bit more of these. I could maybe just TP somewhere else. Thanks to my invisibility spell, I can pretty much go everywhere without risking too much. So let's just use one of these Monka crystal here, and you can see there is plenty of these, and you can even find some underground. So we could even go underground. Let's go to the... we're going to go to the underground mushroom cave here. And I need to be invisible because these guys are going to be much tougher than I am. And I think I've been leaving a quite interesting chest somewhere around. I just need to find it back, which is going to be difficult. Come on. I can do it. Okay. So one more dungeon here. And this cave is quite pretty. I really like it. There is different kind of lights. We've got enemies here which are quite dangerous. The Cortes, these guys are using magic and TP and stuff, and they are very, very dangerous. You can use your spell when you are invisible, but you cannot attack enemies or you will just fail at being invisible. Let's just go over there. I think I should be not so far from the place I was looking for. And let's see, I've got still 2 minutes of invisibility. I can just take a look at the map. And the place I'm looking for should be... where was it? I don't remember. There is a chest somewhere. So there is one over there, I'm pretty sure about that. But there is another one, which should be over there. So we need to climb a bit more. Let's just go a bit further. I did not speak so much of the harvesting, but it's not what we are doing the most in the game. It's definitely more exploration and fighting game than... is it the right way? Yes, it seems to be. Than a game in which you harvest stuff. Even though it's really necessary to do so. Still. It's just more interesting to run around. I've got 47 seconds before I'm visible again. I should hurry because these guys are no joke. Let's just keep running. We're going to pull it. You see, I'm getting XP with my exploring skills. Okay, almost there. Are we not? Let's take another look. Oh, we are a bit too far. No, it's over there, my mistake. I did not know the second area, so we'll need to be careful. Is it that way? No, it's left. Maybe I will need to wait for my ability to come back because I will not be able to... oh, got 6 seconds, it's not enough. I could try to go around by just digging through this area. Even though it's going to fill the area with water. It's quite cool that the torch are just running out when there is water around. I'm going to be... yes, I'm going to be able to cross. Even though it seems to be a bit dangerous to continue without my invisibility spell. How far are we? Not so far. If I was to climb over there, I could use my grappling hook, which is all new. I'm not thinking all the time to take it because I'm not used to it yet. And what is cool, you can do some kind of ledge like this, so you can grab it and keep climbing. Alright, so you're not obligated to do stairs and stuff. And look at this, this is a large gold chest. Let's just take a look at what we've got in there. And I don't have the right key again, so maybe we could try to use, let's say, my lockpick to open it. And let's see, let's go with 4. I'm not just going to walk like that. I did not try the lockpick yet, but it's going to be interesting to do so. And nah, I don't have the right one, so I've been coming here for nothing. It's not a big deal, because I would not have been able to use it anyway. Still. Okay, let's go back. I really thought these keys would be able to open the chest. Anyway, I've got another place to take a look at, which is a bit further. We may die right now, it's not really going to be an issue. Still, I could just show you a few more things. There is another skill which is very, very handy. This one here, the crystal dosing. It's going to give you an idea of where is the next crystal. It's quite useful. And none are found around here because I think we are too far. Let's just go back. I've got my invisibility, which is back. Is it not? Yes, so we're going to keep going that way. And I'm going to go back to the crystal and we'll just jump to another biome. As you can see, there is another chest over there which I will not be able to open. Still, it's there. I will come back at some point. These ice cubes are very, very slippery. Let's just... you can also harvest stuff when you are invisible, so truly it's very, very handy. Let's just destroy that and that as well, so we can just go through now. Okay, back in business. Let's keep going and let's see what we can find in the depth before I die. I should not go that way. I think it was not the way I was. It's going to walk. We're back into the mushroom biome, which is so cool. And let's keep going. I'm not sure this is the right way. There is a point at which I'm going to be stuck, but it's quite nice though. Let's advance. We are back to the dungeon here. The crystal is just over there, so we're going to switch to another place. I've got I've got plenty of crystals, so I should be fine. I'm going to go to the lava cave. Where was it? Over there. It's a bit further into the underground location. We've got a bit of lava over there, so it's going to be a bit different, though I still need to be careful. These are were done by myself because I was not able to go further and I was looking for the crystal. I'm pretty sure if I go into this I will die. The liquid physics is working pretty well, as we've been seeing before with the water, and the lava is going to work pretty much the same. See these guys are very dangerous. They are teleporting all around, and I think teleporting in lava is not really a good idea. Though I think maybe we should also go back to the surface, because there is quite a few interesting biomes to see over there, and we won't be able to see it from here, so let's just climb back there. Alright, let's see. A few enemies seems to be stuck. I find it quite cool that these bats are bringing a little glow ball over there, and they are making lights so we can just see them. Okay, where are we at right now? These guys are dangerous. They are using some kind of boomerangs to kill you. Am I able to be invisible? Come on. I could use a few spells, but here it's not going to be that useful because they're going to watch on me. I've got something like almost 200 points of life, and these guys are going to give me maybe 1,500 point damage, so I will never be able to survive it. And it's quite a dead end, so yeah, 500 for this one. It's not that tough, but I've been seeing ones which were more dangerous. You can bind yourself in these points, so if you need some safe location, you will be able to use this. And these crystals, the way shards, are the ones which are going to allow you to TP yourself, and they are just growing over time. Let's see, is this mob spawner is going to give us a little instance area, so I'm going to shoot it, and they're going to attack, but they are not giving me any, so I'm going to shoot the second one and we'll see if there is... No, not today. Let's go for more. I've been... I think I should go east. I think there is an ocean biome which I would like to show you as well. Which game? Oh, I should also try to destroy this. Oh, my mistake. I missed the guy, but I got the grass. Oh, lucky. So we've got one of these little realm crystals, which are quite interesting to explore. These are going to be at my level, even though the one I've been killing before were not. So it's going to give you enemies which you will be interested in fighting. And as I try to destroy the mob spawner, it's going to spawn more enemies, so we need to be careful. It can be dangerous, especially with the flower things we've been destroying before, because these tend to replicate themselves, so it tend to be a bit dangerous. Okay, let's just finish the spawner first. Ah, come on. Okay, it's done. Good. This new one is quite good, with the fire damage and all. But what I should also do is to use my spell a bit more, because I've got quite a wide range of spell. If you just press shift, you got a second bar, so I'm going to use all my buffers and stuff. I got a haste spell, which is going to give me a boost in stamina and make it load faster and stuff. I've got a stone skin, which is going to protect me a bit, and an amazing protect spell, which is going to reduce the amount of damage I'm taking from enemies. And then I've got this one here, which is a damage shield, so quite handy. I just heal a bit. All the spells are just going to burn your stamina, and it's going to recharge pretty fast. Then I've got a quake spell, which I'm going to use here, and another one which is going to be quite powerful here. Alright, oh, I need to run for my life. Okay guys, just burn. It's important to get the spawner, because these guys are going to spawn forever if you don't take care of them. Alright. And as I was saying, I've got a second spell here, the upheaval here, which is going to make some kind of pointy piece of rock here, which is going to destroy these things. Okay, just... did not finish it. Just finish it now. Good. Then I should have my ice spell, which is probably ready, like that. I just combine this with a bit of fire. And here it goes. Let's just finish the last one. We are going to get a nice little chest to loot. And I should maybe heal myself a bit. I've got also heal over time here. Regenerate. And okay, done. They are now both angry about me. And I should just go for it. Not obligated to kill them. If you just kill the spawner, it's going to give you the chest, but sometimes it's just so much easier to kill them. Alright. I should just go and show you a bit of melee combat as I'm here. I've got two enemies here. Not really good with melee, but let's go and switch to it. I've got a little shield here and a spear, and as I've got the right skills I can move, which was not possible before. So I can just go with it, and going to come here. I could go with a little roll if I want to, so I can go behind them and still go around like that and damage them. You need to be careful because when you reach your lowest in stamina, if you reach 0, I'm going to show you that. There is maybe I won't. There is a bad effect which is going to happen. Let's go with 5 and recover a bit of life here. And let's say if I was to use all of my stamina, let's try to do it. It's going to burn a bit. Okay, I've got the exhausted effect, which is going to make me just run very, very slowly. It could be dangerous in combat. Okay, so what do we have in this little large gold chest? So we've got a new enchanted robe. I'm going to check what I've got. So I've got something which is going to give me 9 in defense and 15 in mind. And this one is going to give me intelligence, defense, and I'm going to go for this one. Level 15 easier. Okay, so let's just... I was speaking about the blacksmith hammer, which we could add to the smithy bench. And I've got already one, so I cannot put another one, but still very useful because it can give me a good chaos conversion. I've got a new sword, which is not that bad. I'm going to go for it. 50 points. Very, very good. Level 16 though. No, it's all good. And let's just grab them all. There is plenty of little things which are going to be useful for crafting and making bows and stuff. And alright, let's get it all. And what is important also is to take the chest, because it's always useful to have something to store stuff, and it's going to cost you much less to bring this thing with you. Alright, so we are back here, and I was heading east to show you the ocean biome. So let's do that. I could also try to show you a bit of melee fighting on the way, because not everybody likes to play a mage. Alright, so let's keep going. I'm going to avoid a few enemies because these guys, even though there are many, are not very dangerous. And I could also check a bit my skills to see if there is any new skill I could show you, because I'm not using the melee skill so much yet. And I've got plenty. Let's just try that. So we're going to make new realms crystal I could go in. Alright, let's hurry. This sword is quite powerful. And these guys are not really happy about it. They're going to follow me for a bit. I'll just try to heal myself a bit. There is different kind of critters depending on the biomes. And as we arrive in the biomes, they're going to follow me in the water, but they're not able to swim. And in this water biome, we're going to find enemies, hopefully at some point, which should be around. And I could show you a bit that the breathing mechanics, you are going to take damage if you just stay too long, so you don't want to stick too much around. Okay, so we're arriving in this biome with new kind of enemy, the ortomy, which are quite cool. Let's hurry. I was running a bit too much, I cannot heal myself, a shame. I should go with a few more defensive spells, which is quite cool, as I'm able to use them as well. It's making a good combo. And let's keep going. I want to show a few biomes because these are quite nice. I don't like the ambience of these. Alright, what do we have here? We are going to find more bosses and enemies. So we've got the Automy spawner over there. this guy can be dangerous because they've got quite a long tongue, which they are using to attack you with. And let's keep going. When it's going to be night, I will just go to a crystal to show you a boss, because there is also huge and dangerous boss, which are probably going to kill us. Nonetheless, I will try to deal with him. So we are now in some kind of arid, corrupted biome here, with this guy which are floating around. They are not dangerous unless you attack them. But we'll find also scorpions and ghosts in this biome, which are going to be dangerous. In this world we are not in the same size as the previous one I've been showing you. This one is a large world, so there is quite a bit of biome to cross and quite a bit of enemy to meet. Let's see. So I'm not sure we're going to see much more different biome. I could keep going a bit. I will just go to the next crystal and we are going to take a look and see if we can take on the boss, even though I think it's pretty unrealistic of me to think so. So now we are back in a snow biome with these guys, which are going. This guy is dangerous because they are using magic also, so quite dangerous. Let's just try to kill one. It's almost no, it was not dead. My mistake. It was a bit too dangerous for me, maybe. So let's go back to my regular magic, and we are going to just take a look. Oh, look at that! There is. This little thing in my base is very important because it's going to spawn remnant core. And maybe I'm going to have enough to make a new NPC, so it's going to be interesting to see what we can do with it. So remnant fontaine, we've got a remnant core, and I should have a few more somewhere in one of my chests. Okay, so 2 more over there. Where was it? I think I need 3 to make an NPC. So let's just make a new mannequin. Should be somewhere at the bottom of the list. Not so much. Oh, I think I do not have any wood with me. I've been just dropping everything into the box. I did. So it should not be that far. Let's see. Let's just try to sit. Target dummy. Let's just try something. Nah, it's not available. Why is that? Let's just take a look. Outfit. Nope. I'm looking for furnitures. Probably. Mannequin. Here we go. Let's craft it quickly. And if I was to craft it, there is. I'm pretty sure there is stuff which are helping me here on this bench, but I'm not really able to see it. So let's keep going. I'm going to go in there. I need to remove a bit of these vine. This is why I've been just putting a bit of wood over there, so I don't have so much vine, because these are just growing quite fast, which is quite cool because this is a resource which is useful, but still. And let's just take a look. So I've got a new mannequin here, which I'm going to place over there. And if I'm lucky, I'm going to be able to make one of these outfits. So let's take a look. Let's cancel that. And let's check on these. It should be into outfits. And what do I need to make this thing happen? So for the cartographer, I need clothes and pepper, which I could very well find. The healer is going to ask for clothes. The merchant, I've got it already. The scavenger, clothes, and the dungeoneer, clothes and iron. I could go with the scavenger just to see, because it seems to be intriguing. I don't know what this guy is going to do. The healer is probably going to heal me or sell me healing stuff. The cartographer is going to show me a bit of the map probably. But the scavenger, I don't know. So let's just make a bit of clothes. Do I have enough wool? I should have some somewhere. I've got a bit of clothes over there. Just one. I've got fur. Let's go for it. Let's check the other chest around. Oh, a bit more here. If I was in need of 2, it's going to be already done. Let's just take a look now. No, I was in need of 4 of these. No, only 2, I think. It's a bit strange. I'm not really. I think what. Oh no, what I've got on the left, what I should bring is on the right. I'm sometimes getting confused with that. It's not really that clear. Okay, so let's see. Do I have any wool over there? It would be nice. I will need to go for a few sheeps. I should have skizzles. Let's check. She is. Okay, here we go. I just make some. I'm going to use this thing. I'm not sure I can make better ones, but it's still worth trying. So let's go with these. I'm going to just keep going there. And we should be at the end of the line before it reaches, hopefully. Oh, or not. Anyway, it's going to be good enough. Let's take these and use these on the sheep, so we can make the clothes. All right. There we go. A bit of wool. Let's go and get more, if I can. All right. Should be enough. Let's just go back. And essential. I need all the clothes I can get, so let's make it work, and then we'll just go back to outfits, and I've got the scavenger, so let's just craft the guy. And it's a bit strange to say that. Anyway, let's just go down there, and we'll just use a little bit of this outfit to make a new guy. Here we go, we've got the scavenger. I mean the scavenger here, which is going to sell us stuff, basically. Oh, she's going to sell us gold key. I could just buy one and see what there is in the chest. Yes, let's do that. But maybe not right away. I think we should probably just go to the boss first, just to show you how huge these guys are. Come on. It would be stupid to stay stuck with the door. Okay, so we need to go to the crystal here, and we've got 3 little tabs. We've got the realm, and we've got the rift. I don't know what the rift are. I think maybe it's for multiplayer, but the realm are for the bosses. So I'm going to spend 10 crystals, and I'm going to reach the boss. And we may die here. So let's just buff ourselves a bit. There we go. Should be good enough for now. Let's just try to get him. He's flying, so it's a good thing I've got my wand. And as we are going to click on this thing, it's going to arrive and try to kill us. Here he comes. I'm going to try to shoot it first, before he can actually protect itself. Okay, just be careful, it's going to take us with some ability. He's level 13, but he has quite a bit of life, and I really don't know how to... Oh crap. Take care of his... Maybe I need to kill these guys first. Okay, these guys are out of the picture. I'm going to heal myself as soon as... Oh, I could maybe bring it back to him. I don't know. Let's try to use a bit of magic here. Nah, it's not working. It's not that dangerous because I can actually heal myself, so I'm pretty safe, but this guy is big and huge and seems to be willing to hurt me, and I cannot do much about that. Okay, just wait for this thing to move. And oh, I can just send him away maybe? Oh, he's back to... Okay. I'm actually doing a bit of damage this time, so I may kill him. Not that tough. If my stamina is willing to let me do so. Okay, he's out. Nice. Let's try not to die. So we've got a last letter, a bit of content chaos, a gorget, and that's pretty much all. Let's just take a look. Here it is. So this thing is quite good. I'm going to equip it. Going to give me much more life. Alright, so now we've got 211 points of life. So quite useful. So it was one of the boss we can find. I don't know how much we can actually unlock, but it seems to be quite interesting though. Let's see, how do I exit this place? Oh, I may return using this room, using a way shard. Okay, I should have some somewhere. Where cluster, where shard. I just try to use one. Nah, there is one over there. Okay. Let's go. And let's go back to the home crystal. All good. So we're just going to do one more thing. We're going to go and check the chest. And if I'm right, the closest crystal I need to go for is probably this one. It was a bit closer to the chest. Okay, so we're underwater, and it's very, very close to the place we are looking for. And I should go with my invisible spell because we are still in an area which is a bit higher than where I should be. It's level 50 area, and I'm really not supposed to be there. Anyway, let's just open the chest nonetheless. And what do we have in there? We've got level 15, 45 light doublet, which is going to make us run faster, it seems. Good. We've got also a protective enchanted robe, which is good but not as good as the one I've got. An enchanted arcade rod with water damage, interesting, and plenty of things which are going to be useful, like the ore, which is basically the currency here. This is the money we're going to use to buy stuff, and other things. I just looted them all and recover the chest, and then we'll just need to go back home. So let's just hurry and find somebody which is going to be willing to kill us. And meanwhile I'm just going to... Oh, here's a guy. Level 50, he's definitely going to be strong enough to kill me. Still going to try to kill him nonetheless. Even though I've got very little chance to do so. He's actually taking a bit of damage. Maybe I could kill him. If I'm not staying at the same spot. Oh no, not here. 700 is too much. It was not that tough. I could come back and kill him at some point. It's not... I think it's not more difficult than the boss we've been fighting. Anyway guys, I'm going to conclude the video here. I hope you like it. If you do, please leave a like, a comment or subscribe, and until then guys, have fun!